Steve here. Well, like I was showing you there at the start of the video, that little bit of footage I put up just on the new companion hot water system that I've got. I've done a few videos on my channel throughout the years on different hot water systems. My J-Cola hot water system, my little 12 volt one that I made up, and they've all had their pros and cons and everything like that, but I think I found the one for me. It's a product that I watched Rob the Wanderer had, and Rob Richmond from Australian and Camping and Four Wheel Drives, he's got one, but I think it was a guy by the name of Lukey Reed over in Tasmania, and he did a video on a channel called Mr. Buckaroony that unfortunately is no longer around, but you might remember it. But Buck did an interview with Lukey Reed, and he had one of these set up in the back of his car that he'd put in there, and I think we all cottoned onto it. And I think it's absolutely fantastic, because when you're camping, one of the most important things that you can have besides your toilet and your food and your beer is some hot water, and you don't want to be boiling it up in the billy all the time. I did have the little 12 volt video that I did where I made it up and I said I was boiling water up and using it, and it has been great. We've been using it a fair bit, but since I've come across this, I've eliminated having to worry about boil up water, and I can use this just about anywhere. It's so mobile, it's so you can have it anywhere you want to. You can throw it in the back of the car if you want to go down to the beach or something like that and you need a bit of hot water to wash up or something like that. So I'll stop talking and I'll start showing you what it is. So here it is over here. It's the companion hot water system. It's fully self-contained. You can see on the front here, I'll show you how all these work. You got dials and knobs, LEDs displays. You got your water inlets, your outlets. Over on the side here, just got the name of the unit there. There's little cooling fins all in here to keep it cool. On the back here is where your canister goes. And the other side is much the same, just with all the warning labels and that. I've got a few different parts here on the table here. Propane, cords. I'm going to show you what they all are. So, and then I'll give you a little bit of a demo on how it all works, guys. So we'll start off with the cords, okay? So I'll spin it around to the back side here, and on the back here you've got a little red plug hole just here. That's your 12 volt DC in. So you get this cord supplied with the unit. It's got a fairly long cord on it, must be about 3 meters or 4 meters, and it's got a cigarette lighter plug on the end of it there. So if you want to charge this unit up, you've got this fantastic little cord here. It goes into the back of the unit, like I was saying here, on this little plug here. So you can plug her in there and plug your 12 volt cigarette lighter socket into anything that you've got where you can charge it up. So it's got its own battery built in this. I'm not sure of how many hours or amps or it is, but I've been using this for about the last 2 months, and I haven't had to charge it up once. And when we're camping like 3-4 days at a time, we're having showers every night, we're using it for washing up, and it's still pretty well fully charged, so the battery will last a long time. You can use this and plug it in. If your battery does go flat, you can plug this into a 12 volt socket and it'll run the unit as well, so your battery gets really low in charge. So that cord does come supplied with the unit. You get that in when you buy it. You don't get the gas canister, so these companion gas canisters, you can pick them up just about anywhere, BCF, Bunnings. I did notice the other day though that I'm pretty sure Bunnings was the cheapest place I seen them for. I think they had them for like $12 something or other. Don't quote me on that, but I have seen them as high as $16. So shop around for the best price for these. But I can tell you this thing is still over half full with all those showers we've had. Like I said, we've been using it for ages, and it still is pretty well full. So just have a look under the back here. I'll flip this camera over. So underneath there you can see the fitting that the gas canister goes onto. That was a lot of words to say at once, Terry.
It was, mate, wasn't it?
I got Terry in the background there helping me out. So I'm just going to slide that up in there, and you just twist it on and do it up till it's sort of hand tight. You'll know when it takes up, you can hear the gas, and then just give it one little turn once it seats, so you know that it's not going to leak. I'll spin it back around. That's all you got to do to set the gas canister up. Now on the front here, down here you've got your water inlet, and then you've got your outlet. It's clearly marked, and you've got two different cords to put in there. I'll untangle them because I threw them up on the bench here. So the one with your shower head on it, that's obviously your water outlet. So it's got a little quick release fitting on there. These can be a little bit fiddly to put on, so you pull that little fitting down and clip it on like a hose fitting on your house. So I found if you pull it back when you put it on there, give it a good push, and then just tug on the cord. Don't pull the cord here, just tug on it a bit to see if it comes off. If it doesn't come off, you know you've put it on right. You get the pump motor with it as well, so this is what you put into your bucket or your jerry can or something, anything that'll fit into that's got water in it. You could probably drop it in a creek if you really wanted to, if you were down near a creek and wanted a bit of hot water, but you just drop that little motor into a bucket of water. The 12 volt socket is connected to the hose, and it's got the same fitting on the end there with your power plug that goes into the unit, so we'll show you that now. So down here it's got pump power inlet, so plug that in. That just goes in there like that. Put your fitting on there, pull it back, give it a good push in, make sure it clips on, just give it a little pull. So you're basically all set up there now, you're nearly ready to go. All you need now is a bucket and some water or some sort of water supply. So I've got a bucket around the back here. I'll just sit that on the ground there. Now the little pump motor, it has got a little filter on the bottom there. So if you've got a little bit of dirty water or something, you can take that filter off and clean it out. So it's probably a good idea just to check that occasionally. If you like, there's a little tiny bit of grass and that in the bottom of this bucket. You don't want that sucking up in the pump. So you just drop that in the pump. There's an on and off switch on the handle of the pump here to turn it on and off. You got your different sprays and that up there. To start this unit up, it's really simple. This little knob here, you can see the red line there. It goes from real skinny to real wide. That obviously means less heat, more heat. It says minimum and max. Pretty simple. So all you do is turn the unit on. You'll see it come on. Then your battery display here is laid up here. It's about halfway there now. It's sort of half flat. I'll have to charge it up soon. It says over here the water temperature at the moment, so it's about 24 degrees, and over on the other side here it gives you the reading on what the water temperature is when it comes out. Now to start the pump up, you just press start. You might be able to hear the flame lighten up. The water's coming out. I'll put my hand under there and I'll tell you when that water's starting to go hot. It's getting warm now. Now it's pretty warm. The temperature is 37, 38 degrees, and that's a really good temperature. You can change the nozzle, change it to different speeds, all that sort of thing. It's really easy to use. We sort of keep it around there because that uses the least amount of water, but you can see it's sitting at about 46 degrees, so I'll turn it down a little bit. Turn the heat down. You don't want it that hot, you'd burn yourself. So I'll turn that temperature back, it'll reduce the gas and get it at a nice temperature. So it's dropped back to about 42 degrees there now, so absolutely fantastic. And just to turn it off, you can either turn the nozzle off there with that little switch. The pump will keep running, but you can turn it off there, turn the pump off, and when you want to turn the unit off, just press it off there. So how quick and easy is that? There's no messing around with heating up water or anything like that. You got instant hot water. All you need is a water source with a bucket or something. You've got a charging cord, and all you need now is someone that's dirty or some dirty washing up that you got to do, and you can have instant hot water to do all your cleaning in your campsite. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I've been using it for a fair while now, and I'm pretty confident that you'd like it too. So if you need some sort of hot water system for your camper, I've been using old Dixie the Teardrop in the background here. We're taking it away for the weekend. There's absolutely no water in this thing at all. I mean, it's got a water tank, and we have a jerry can on the side there. It's just over here actually. So That's the only water supply we have with it. So we really need something that we can heat up our water, and this is absolutely fantastic. So, and we even use this on the Dot as well now, rather than the J Cola or anything like that. But we find it great. We just set the shower tent up beside the camper, and you can have a hot shower whenever you want to. So Annie's absolutely ecstatic about it all. She doesn't have to have me there now adjusting all the knobs and dials and boiling water up. She can have a shower whenever she wants. It's really simple to use. So thanks very much, everyone. Stay safe, look after each other, and if you've got any questions, queries or comments, just leave them down below and I'll get back to you, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, everyone.